Set for a start. First of the day on a good track. Signal given, they're off and racing. Zazman hopped out clearly in front. The rider takes a grip though, and Rusty Bubbles went through on the inside to head off Mendicant, Zazman and its stablemate Glib, and last of all on the inside is British Bounty, heading up towards the 1600 metres, and Rusty Bubbles leading by nearly 3 lengths to Mendicant. A length and a half further back then Glib on the inside from Zazman, and 2 last of all is British Bounty. In this order they travel towards the 1400, and Rusty Bubbles gets out with a big lead here. He's a good 6 or 7 in front of Mendicant, Glib, and on the outside Zazman. Last of all tracking up on the inside is British Bounty. To the top of the hill towards the 1200, and it's Rusty Bubbles out in a world of his own here, about 7 or 8 lengths clear of Mendicant. 1.5 to Glib on the outside, Zazman, and 2 British Bounty at the tail. The leader Rusty Bubbles as he swings down the railway side, probably 10 lengths in front here of Mendicant, who goes up on the outside there of the stablemate Glib, about 3 lengths further back to Zazman, and 2.5 British Bounty. 1,000 metres out, Rusty Bubbles giving a sight here, 7 lengths in front. Second placing Mendicant. On the inside Glib, a length further back then to Zazman, and 2 last of all is British Bounty. They head towards the 800, and Rusty Bubbles coming back quickly here. He's only 2.5 to Mendicant. Zazman went up on the outside of Glib, and British Bounty is last as the field jams up. Rusty Bubbles has gone. Mendicant reached the lead. Zazman goes to second. Then comes the next would have been Glib, and British Bounty is over on the outside, but Mendicant is travelling nicely coming to the turn at the 500 metres. He's a length in front of Zazman being ridden along there, clear by 4 to British Bounty, Glib, and Rusty Bubbles dropping right off as they swing. The 2 favourites look as if they've got it between them. Mendicant and Zazman on the outside now putting some pressure on Mendicant, and Zazman took the lead. At the 200, Zazman drew nearly a length in front of Mendicant. They're well clear of British Bounty, but Zazman broke away with 100 metres left to go. Mendicant can find no more. The rest are a mile back, but Zazman 50 metres out opens up and bolts away. Zazman first, scores by 5 lengths. Second placing Mendicant. British Bounty's run third, followed by Glib, and tailed off. At least he gave the race a bit of a fast pace anyway, and that was Rusty Bubbles. Way set for a start, race number 2. All in. Signal given, they're off now. And they've jumped away in a reasonably good line. Walk on Ice, Rembetica, True and Easy with Nutcracker away smartly. Babetto hunts up on the inside. Buster Jones is caught deep. And Yasser is last of all, but only about 3 lengths first to last as Rembetica takes a narrow lead here from Buster Jones, working up on the outside. Walk on Ice going back to third. Then Nutcracker, a length and a half. Babetto back along the inside with Yasser. And as they work along the back of the track, the leader is Rembetica ahead in front of Buster Jones. Not a great deal of pace on. Walk on Ice is third. Ahead around it comes Nutcracker. A length and a half then is True and Easy in the centre, followed by Yasser the outside, and on the rails a half length away is Babetto. Down by the 900 metres, Rembetica narrowly in front of Buster Jones. 2 lengths further back, Walk on Ice on the inside. Yasser is pulling fiercely on the rider. Between runners, Nutcracker. A length and a half or 2 to Babetto, and True and Easy on his outside. 700 to travel, and Rembetica leading as they head towards the turn by a half length to Buster Jones. 1.5 Yasser, Walk on Ice, and splitting the pair in the centre, Nutcracker. Then Babetto and True and Easy as they head to the turn. Rembetica almost joined here by Buster Jones as they reach the 400 metres. 2 lengths to Nutcracker running on, followed by Walk on Ice. Outside at Yasser, Babetto's got some work to do, and True and Easy last as they swing the bend. 300 metres out, Buster Jones the leader. Nutcracker about to go to second. Walk on Ice, Yasser. Babetto is struggling back along the inside from True and Easy, but Buster Jones in front inside the 200. Walk on Ice, Nutcracker, Babetto back to the inside, Buster Jones in front. Walk on Ice is finishing on the inside too strongly. Walk on Ice got home. Walk on Ice, a long neck. Buster Jones have found another way to get beaten. Third in maybe Babetto. Then Nutcracker, Yasser, followed by True and Easy, and Rembetica dropped out to run last. Walk on Ice was under pressure a fair way out. Didn't look. And ready, set for a start. Ready. Emotional Success, a little toey. They're off now, and they've jumped in a good line with Lucola and Kentucky Hula leaving cleanly. Sacred Model over on the inside, hunting up with Emotional Success. Behind those runners then comes Dorrington Lass, Pattern of Bells, Card Queen, and Be My Princess drop back to the tail. 900 metres out, and Kentucky Hula takes over, leads a length and a half. Emotional Success and Sacred Model. 2 to Lucola and Card Queen, then Dorrington Lass back with Pattern of Bells, and Be My Princess is at the tail of the field towards the 600, and it's Kentucky Hula held together by nearly a length. Second on the outside, Emotional Success. Sacred Model is third, 1.5 Lacola fourth, followed by Card Queen. Dorrington Lass, Pattern of Bells and Be My Princess back on the inside as they swing the bend. 400 metres out and Kentucky Hula leads around the corner by a length. Emotional Success, Sacred Model. Lacola on the outside, niggled at now, followed by Dorrington Lass coming deep. Behind twin runners then Emotional Success with Pattern of Bells, Be My Prince, Kentucky Hula at the 200 clear of Sacred Model. Lacola starting to stretch out now and Card Queen getting up on the inside, running home. It's Kentucky Hula in front. Card Queen, Lacola can't reach them. Kentucky Hula in front, and Kentucky Hula's won by a long head to Card Queen. Lacola third, followed in then by Sacred Model, Be My Princess, Dorrington Lass and Pattern of Bells, and last in was Emotional Success. Kentucky Hula leads all the way here. Liberty Lad goes in and they're set. Ready, racing. And Skiing Flew Out from the centre of the gates is going to be a clear leader early. Mr Murphy away well and over on the outside. Zero Drama away pretty well, but being eased back into the field. Then Beccarino going up on the inside. Liberty Lad working up to sit outside Skiing as they settle by the 1,000. Prince Key at the rear with Major Breakthrough. And Mazzoni is about fourth last. Heading down to the 800, Liberty Lad on the outside just chose narrowly from Skiing. 2.5 to Mr Murphy, third, 2 to Beccarino and Mazzoni together. A line of 3 next, Zero Drama outside, Major Breakthrough and Prince Key is on the inside. 600 to travel. Liberty Lad a neck in front. Skiing holds the inside though. 2.5 or 3 to Mr Murphy. A couple then to Mazzoni starting to improve, followed by Beccarino. Zero Drama to the outside, well back Major Breakthrough and Prince Key as they corner. 350 out and Skiing got up on the inside again to head off Liberty Lad, who's hard at it. Mr Murphy peeling out 3 deep. Mazzoni then running home from Beccarino and Zero Drama. It's Mr Murphy getting the lead. Skiing's gone, battling away Mazzoni, Liberty Lad and then Beccarino, but Mr Murphy opens up and it's careered away. Liberty Lad at the moment holding down second, although Mazzoni finishing well, but Mr Murphy eased down. Wins by 4 lengths. Mazzoni ahead away third, Liberty Lad. Beccarino, Zero Drama. Skiing stopped very quickly, followed by Prince Key and last in Major Breakthrough. It's bolted in, Mr Murphy. Ready, because field of the day, they're all in, racing now, and they've jumped away in a perfect line. One of the first out, Monagila. Specula began quickly, and also St Saviour working up. Crossing the field there is a side bet with Fibber, Cursail on the inside, Alabar. Very wide as Spitzer's Relish, forced to go forward. Going with it was Cargo Limit. Dip Lane drops back to the tail of the field. In front of it is Snow Court. She's a class act as last, and second last is Osborne Well. Spitzer's Relish can't get in as they leave the straight. It's posted out 4 deep, where Specula went up on the inside at the 2,000. Joined now by Alabar. Back to third, St Saviour. Now Spitzer's Relish has got one off the rails. Did have to work a little to get there, but it's nicely placed now. Next side bet followed by Monagila, the inside, a length to Cargo Limit, the chimney sweep. Back on the inside, Maybe Arch, followed by Philidor wide in the centre, Fibber. A length away, Snow Court on the outside of Cursail. Then comes Dip Lane back with it, Osborne Well, and 2.5 last of all is She's a Class Act, 15 off the lead. That leader as they go to the 1400 is Alabar. Out by 2.5 to Specula, a similar distance. Third is St Saviour. A little over a length then Spitzer's Relish, followed by Cargo Limit. Monagila the inside, one to side bet. Maybe Arch next, followed by the chimney sweep. Philidor can't get in, it stuck out 3 deep. Fibber's got back into the field, passing in on the inside. Cursail well back, Snow Court, Osborne Well. A little over length to Dip Lane, and 2 last of all is She's a Class Act down the side. Running to the 1,000 metres, and the leader was Alabar by 4 to Specula. 2 lengths away, St Saviour third. Handy ahead away, then comes Spitzer's Relish. 2 lengths to Monagila and Cargo Limit. A length and a half to Chimney Sweep, Maybe Arch. Fibber improving now, followed by Sidebet, who dropped back sharply. Cursail is next, followed by Philidor, and Snow Court 2 away to Dip Lane. She's a Class Act, and the roughies dropped out last, Osborne Well. Heading to the 600, Alabar collared here by first of all Specula and Monagila. Spitzer's Relish going to fourth, St Saviour under pressure. Then Fibber followed by the Chimney Sweep, Maybe Arch being pushed along, followed by Cursail, Philidor. Snow Court well back, Dip Lane, and She's a Class Act as they turn the corner. It's Monagila and Specula. Specula looks to be going all right. Monagila's shown the whip, 2.5, Spitzer's Relish. Fibber running on, then comes further out the Chimney Sweep, and with it St Saviour, Maybe Arch, and the rest are struggling, headed by She's a Class Act. Fibber at the 200 took the lead here from Specula, and Monagila. St Saviour battling away with Maybe Arch and Cursail, but Fibber in front near home from the stablemate St Saviour, and Fibber wins comfortably on the line.
2 lengths to St Saviour, I think a nose in front of Cursail and maybe Arch, then Monogila. Next in Specular, Dip Lane didn't feature, followed by She's a Class Act, Osborne Well. Then came Alabar, the Chimney Sweep. Well back Snow Court, Philidor, Smites, Relish knocked up to finish third last and tailed off were Cargo Limit and Side Bet. Fibber, the winner, and the stable ready for the Harpagus. Off they go. And they've jumped in a good line with, on the inside, Jumalik away smartly. Grey Regent began well. Bush Outlaw is up handy with Gold again. Runs to win drifting back. Lambada Boy, and last of all is Skilling. Jumalik and Gold again take over, heading down towards the 800. 2 lengths to Bush Outlaw. Over on the inside, Grey Regent, and then Cal Power deeper out a length further back to Runs to Win, 2.5 Lambada Boy, and last 3 lengths away is Skilling. Up before the turn, 600 out, and the leader Gold again with Jumalik holding the inside a length to Cal Power, who's out 3 deep. The centre Bush Outlaw, Grey Regent over on the inside, 1.5 to Runs to Win, Lambada Boy, and 2 last of all is Skilling as they swing the bend. Jumalik in front here, got away from Gold again. Cal Power now moving to second. Grey Regent needing room over on the inside, can't get out at the moment. Bush Outlaw is wider out from Runs to Win, Lambada Boy. Jumalik grabbed by Cal Power. Grey Regent ducking in behind them. Bush Outlaw on the outside, running home strongly. Bush Outlaw gets to the lead. Grey Regent getting out late, but it's Bush Outlaw in front. Grey Regent flashing to it, didn't make it. Bush Outlaw's beaten Grey Regent. A photo Runs to Win and Jumalik, followed by Skilling, who got home. Cal Power weakened after being deep. Then Lambada Boy, and last in was Gold again. Bush Outlaw. And they're all set now, ready, race number 7. All in. 1,700 metres. Line looks good, signal there, they're off and racing now. And they've broken in a pretty fair line. Sengigi Beach on the inside. GOC Shades of Stubborn began well with Tina's Crown. Vicky's going to cross over and lead. Going forward to his Corchet with Lady Jugar. Perfidious next. Outside it then was Twilight Road, followed by Raven's Pride, Kudamata. Our Riesling settles second last, and Diamond Carrots at the tail. Up the hill they go with about 12.50 to travel, and Vicky on top by nearly a length. Lady Jugar, 2 to Sengigi Beach. Around it Corchet, 2 to GOC, followed then by Raven's Pell improving, and there's one going forward. There is Tina's Crown as they run down the side. Wider out is Twilight Road, followed by Perfidious Shades of Stubborn, 2.5 Kudamata with Our Riesling, and last of all is Diamond Carrot. 900 out, Vicky leading by nearly a length. Lady Jugar, 4 away Sengigi Beach on the outside, Corchet. A couple into Tina's Crown, and with it GOC. Back behind those, Perfidious going up in the centre of Shades of Stubborn, and Twilight Road pasted 3 deep. A length and a half Raven's Pride, Kudamata, followed by Our Riesling and Diamond Carrot. Running to the 600 metres, Vicky leading by a half length now to Lady Jugar. A length and a half Sengigi Beach on the outside, Corchet, followed by GOC, who's being niggled at around it. Raven's Pride, Twilight Road, Shades of Stubborn. Kudamata still a fair way back on the turn with it. Perfidious, Our Riesling and Diamond Carrot in the straight, 350 out, and Vicky by a length. Sengigi Beach, who they've put money on at good odds, has gone up on the outside. Deeper out is Raven's Pride. Our Riesling threading its way through, followed by GOC. Sengigi Beach took the lead. Raven's Pride on the outside and back to the rails. Our Riesling, Sengigi Beach. Our Riesling finishing it off better on the inside, and Our Riesling gets home. One by a next, Sengigi Beach. A plunge nearly came off there. Raven's Pride third. Next, GOC followed in by Shades of Stubborn. Kudamata didn't get into it from Tina's Crown. Vicky knocked up Perfidious, Lady Jugar. Diamond Carrot, Corchet and Twilight Road were together at the rear. Our Riesling. Tensions, 470 now Spurn. 590 Court Princess. And Best Intentions has gone through the front of the stalls. Now Best Intentions has gone in. All set. Off and running in the last. Caught them in a beautiful line. Best Intentions with Divulge now dropping back to last. Essential away pretty quickly here in the early part, and now Court Princess heading up towards the front. Back on the inside is Spurn, 1.5 2 responded. Then White Hart Lane midfield on the inside of Kenset, 1.5 AD's Dancer. Best Intentions settling down third last, 3 to Polaris and 1.5 Divulge last of all. Court Princess working off the back is the leader by 2 lengths Essential. A similar gap third is Spurn. The outside responded fourth, 2.5 then White Hart Lane. Kenset on the outside, further back behind those Best Intentions in AD Dancer. 2 further back Polaris on the outside of Divulge, 7.50 to go. Not a great deal of speed on. Court Princess ambling down the side, 2 in front, Essential.
followed a length and a half away by Spoon, responded fourth the outside, and then White Hart Lane. In behind those then Kenset, followed by AD's Dancer, Best Intentions, Polaris niggled at, and One Divulge last of all. Towards the home turn, Court Princess, about 3/4 in front, M Essential, then Spoon back on the inside, responded, pulls to the outside with Kenset, further back then AD's Dancer, Best Intentions under the whip, in front of it White Hart Lane and Polaris Divulge down by the 250 metre mark. Court Princess a length in front, M Essential, responded, getting a wriggle on. Kenset further back with AD's Dancer and Spoon. It's Court Princess just in front, M Essential, Spoon getting the run through, and Kenset further out, 4 across the track. Spoon's bursting through with Kenset. Spoon hit the front, and Spoon, I'd say, has just won it from Kenset. Third perhaps M Essential from AD's Dancer. Back in behind those runners then we've got Court Princess, White Hart Lane. Further back in the race then Responded, Divulge, Best Intentions and Polaris last of all. Number 10 Spoon